Welcome to Tell Me More, the audiobook show where we squeeze an entire book into a 5-minute smoothie of wisdom, wit, and just a dash of sarcasm. Because who has time to read when your attention span is shorter than a TikTok dance? Whether it's self-help, sci-fi, or that one classic you pretended to read in school, we break it down, shake it up, and serve it to you with zero spoilers and plenty of sass. Think of us as your book club's cooler, more rebellious cousin, the one who skimmed the book, made a meme about it, and still had the hottest take. And hey, if you're enjoying this chaos disguised as culture, smash that follow button on all the socials. We're talking Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, MySpace. Okay, not MySpace, but tell me more everywhere else. Follow us, or risk sounding like you've never heard of that book. Now buckle up. Brainiac, your 5-minute literary roller coaster, is about to begin. This is Tell Me More.
Welcome to Norwegian Wood by Haruki Murakami. Over the next 10 minutes, we'll walk with Toru Watanabe through the mist of memory, a coming-of-age story steeped in love, loss, and longing. As the Beatles' Norwegian Wood plays on a plane overhead, the past opens like a forgotten photograph, and we are drawn into the tender ache of youth. Prologue, the song that opens the door. Toru Watanabe, now 37, hears a song that transports him back to the late 1960s, to his student days in Tokyo, and to Naoko, the quiet, beautiful girl he once loved. The story that follows is not a celebration of innocence, but a remembrance of its fading, of how love and mental fragility intertwine, and how growing up means learning to live with loss. Chapter 1, Naoko Round? Naoko was the girlfriend of Kazuki, Toru's best friend. When Kazuki dies by suicide, the bond between Naoko and Toru deepens, not through grand declarations, but through shared silence. They walk through fields and along city streets, not knowing what to say, but needing each other. On her 20th birthday, their intimacy blossoms, but the moment is too fragile to last. Shortly after, Naoko retreats to a sanatorium in the mountains. Death exists not as the opposite of life, but as a part of it. Chapter 2, The World of the Living. At university in Tokyo, Toru studies literature and reads endlessly, Fitzgerald, Mann, and Baldwin, trying to make sense of a world that feels both expansive and indifferent. Then he meets Midori, a vibrant, unpredictable girl with dyed red hair and a blunt tongue. She is everything Naoko is not, alive, chaotic, real. Through Midori, Toru glimpses the possibility of joy without sorrow, of life unshadowed by death. But can he accept it? Chapter 3, Letters from Mom. Naoko writes to Toru from the sanatorium, her words filled with sadness and longing. Her mind is like a quiet forest, beautiful, but full of things that can't be touched. She's not getting better, only further away. Still, Toru clings to hope, even as he feels himself drifting between two worlds, the vibrant life Midori offers and the dreamlike sadness that surrounds Naoko. Chapter 4, Storms Within. Toru visits Naoko. Their reunion is delicate, tender, yet heavy with unspoken truths. They lie in the grass, wrapped in each other's presence, but never quite able to bridge the space between them. Naoko's roommate Reiko, a former music teacher battling her own demons, shares stories of hardship, laughter, and resilience. The three form a strange kind of harmony, but even that is fleeting. Back in Tokyo, Midori grows impatient. Toru can't commit, not fully. He is haunted by a promise he never made, bound by grief he cannot explain. Chapter 5, The Disappearance. One day, the letter arrives. Naoko is gone. Her death isn't described, it is felt. In the absence, in the silence between breaths. Toru wanders aimlessly for weeks, overwhelmed by a grief so deep it erases language. He travels alone, detaching from Tokyo, from Midori, from himself. Time becomes shapeless. Memory, the only map he has left. Chapter 6, A Fragile Rebirth. When Toru returns, he calls Midori. She answers. The novel ends not with resolution, but with uncertainty, with Toru in a phone booth, reaching out to the living while surrounded by the ghosts of his past. Midori's voice grounds him, but the question remains. Can he choose life, knowing what it costs? I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. Norwegian Wood is a meditation on memory, on the pain of growing up, the fragility of love, and the impossibility of forgetting. Haruki Murakami paints youth not in bright colors, but in blurred shades of longing, silence, and soft-spoken truths. Toru's journey is not one of triumph, but of quiet endurance, of learning that we do not escape sorrow, we live beside it, and in doing so, we discover who we are. Thank you for joining this 10-minute journey through Norwegian wood by Haruki Murakami. May it echo softly in your heart like a distant melody on a quiet night.
And that, my friends, was your 5-minute crash course in literary greatness. You just became 37% smarter without even cracking a spine. You're welcome. If your brain enjoyed that snack-sized story time, imagine what it's like being subscribed to Tell Me More. You'll never need to lie about reading again. Follow us everywhere. Humans Scroll, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Heck, if you see a pigeon flying with a QR code, that's probably us too. It's at Tell Me More on all the socials, because we're modern, mildly unhinged, and fully committed to making you sound way smarter than you actually are. So subscribe, or be doomed to nod silently at book club forever. This has been Tell Me More, where books meet brevity and attention spans come to thrive. Until next time, go pretend you read it.